Hey, I'm Kate. I'm 40. I've been in the entertainment industry for over 15 years now, an actress, a model, a face people recognize on billboards, magazine covers, and red carpets. I've had it all: popularity, brand deals, fancy events, trips around the world, a closet full of designer dresses, and yes, let's not deny it, affairs. Many. Some passionate, some shallow, some just fleeting. But one thing never happened: I never married. Not because I didn't believe in love. But maybe, deep down, I never really felt it. That was, until Alexandra entered my life like a quiet storm. She was 30, a rising star, stunning, smart, full of fire. I had heard about her, of course. She was making waves with her performances and her beauty. But I had never actually met her until that one charity gala at a beachside resort. We were both invited as special guests. I still remember that moment. She walked in wearing a deep green velvet gown that hugged her curves like it was made for her body. Her long, dark brown hair was left loose, cascading down like melted chocolate. And her eyes, grayish, stormy, the kind of eyes that make you forget your own name. And then, she smiled. I froze. Me, Kate, the woman who could walk into any room and own it. I stood there speechless, like a teenager with a crush. We got introduced. A warm handshake. Then champagne. A small laugh. Some inside jokes about the industry. And then it started. A connection that was too natural to be planned. At first, it was casual. We'd meet at events, share a drink, click some pictures. Then I invited her to one of my private parties. She came. Then she invited me to a rooftop dinner. I went. Text messages turned into long calls. Calls turned into late-night video chats. We'd talk about everything, from acting to childhood dreams to silly fears. We'd fall asleep on the phone. And when I'd wake up and see her sleepy voice note wishing me a good morning, my heart would skip a beat. There was a 10-year age gap between us. But when we talked, it didn't feel like that. She made me feel young again, alive. Not Kate the celebrity, just Kate. We laughed loud. We shared secrets. We even argued over the best pizza topping. And I think, somewhere in between all that, I fell in love with her. But fame is a tricky beast. It sees you, and then it judges you. Whispers started in the industry. Oh, they're always together. They're too close. Maybe there's more than friendship. Gossip columns. Paparazzi with long lenses. Headlines suggesting we were dating. At first, we laughed it off. But I saw her slowly pulling away. One night, she called. Her voice was heavy, soft, broken. Kate, maybe we should stay away from each other for a while. The gossip is affecting my projects. My family, they're asking questions. It's too much. And then she added, but I really feel for you. That line, that half confession, it shattered me. I didn't know how to be okay without her. I'd look at my phone 100 times a day, hoping to see her name flash. I stopped caring about my shoots. I was late on sets. I missed interviews. I skipped events. And when people asked, "Are you okay?" I smiled and lied, but inside, I was crumbling. Because I realized, I wasn't just fond of her. I was in love with her. Hopelessly, deeply, desperately. Weeks passed, then months. And one day, I texted her. Come over. Small house party. Just you and me. No media. Just us. She said no. I insisted. She didn't reply. Then, just an hour before the party, she messaged. Fine. I ran around setting up candles, wine, her favorite flowers, white tulips, and played soft music in the background. I wore her favorite black silky dress, the one she once said made me look dangerously beautiful. And then, the doorbell rang. I opened the door and froze. There she was, Alexandra, wearing a deep red silky dress, her hair slightly curled, and her lips painted wine red. She looked like a goddess. I almost didn't come, she said. But something told me, if I don't, I'll regret it forever. We drank. We danced. We laughed. We danced again, closer this time. Her hand resting on my waist. Mine brushing her back. Then we sat on the couch. And our eyes met. It was silent. No words. Just breathing. And then, we kissed. Soft. Warm. Slow. My hands tangled in her hair. Her fingers sliding gently down my spine. The kiss deepened, and in that moment, the world melted. Afterward, I looked at her and whispered, "I love you, Alexandra. I can't live without you." She held my face, looked into my eyes, and said, "I love you too, Kate. I can't live without you either." That night was ours. It was more than desire. It was healing. It was truth. But reality, it hits like a slap. The next morning, we sat in bed, tangled in sheets, sipping coffee. "How do we face the world now?" she asked. "What will people say?" "I don't know," I replied. "But I do know this, love is worth the risk." So we decided, no more hiding. At the next press event, we walked in hand. Cameras flashed. Questions exploded. Headlines roared. And yes, backlash followed. Fans were divided. Some called it brave. Others called it madness. Kate is 10 years older. Alexandra's career will suffer. What a scandal. Our families were shocked. Mine was confused. Hers, disappointed. But we stood firm. For every finger pointed at us, we held each other tighter. For every cruel comment online, we reminded ourselves that love didn't need approval. Time passed. We faced projects being pulled back. We were dropped from a few endorsements. But we didn't stop. Instead, we built our own brand, together. Photo shoots as a couple, joint interviews, speaking about our journey in media. And slowly, the world started seeing what we saw, pure love. Alexandra moved in with me a year later. We decorated our home with laughter, late-night pancakes, and Sunday morning kisses. We adopted a golden retriever. We traveled. We cooked. We cried during sad movies. We made a life. Now, years later, as I sit by the window, watching her make coffee in her pink pajamas, I smile. She's still the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. And I'm still madly, stupidly, deeply in love with her. I just want to say this to whoever is listening. Love can arrive at any time, in your 30s, your 40s, or even later. It doesn't care about your age, your fame, your past, or what the world thinks. Yes, it can be terrifying. Yes, it can be complicated. Yes, it will test you. But if it's real, it will give you strength. It will help you heal. And it will teach you how to live again. So if your heart is beating for someone, don't hide it. Don't run. Because love, true love, is worth it. Always. Love doesn't ask for permission. It just enters your life like a gentle storm, sweeps you off your feet, and changes everything. Don't be afraid of it. Embrace it. Because sometimes, love is the only truth that makes life worth living.